maybe tell us a bit about.
Thank you for this question. So I am born a Palestinian refugee in Lebanon. My grandfather is from Jaffa. He came in 1948 to Lebanon. So my father is born a refugee. I am born a refugee. And if I was still there, if I would have my child in Lebanon, he would be a refugee. We depend on the United Nations to exist. Outside of the United Nations, we have no identification, any kind of identification or protection system. So growing up in this ecosystem, also during the civil war of Lebanon, the first 14 years of my life were the civil war. So the moment I step out of the house, I would switch to my Lebanese dialect. I go back home, I'm back to being a Palestinian without an education. My parents never told me why I'm switching dialects. I was never told, because for them, me knowing is dangerous. The less I know, the safer I am. So I actually met Robert Fisk by accident in Lebanon, and he's the one who taught me what it meant to be a Palestinian born there. So when Al-Mari script landed in my lap, I knew I am going home. I'm going to rebuild that gap missing in my own build-up as a Palestinian woman. I was introduced to our society. I was introduced to that fragmented history that I hear about from my grandparents. Because also, like Kat said, there are no schools teaching you today what's your history as a Palestinian. Whether you're growing up in the Arab world, or you're growing up in Europe, or anywhere else around the world. If you have a Palestinian child, you are the only responsible person about what you're telling them, what you're educating them about. So the movie was my school. It was my chance to go back in history and build the narrative that wasn't given to me. And Khulud is this cultured, educated, sophisticated woman that we do not see on the news when we talk about Palestinians. We are stained with blood at the moment. We are handcuffed. We are besieged, bombed, starved, killed. That's the visual that the world have of our people. But we are more than that. We are this educated woman called Khulud. We are these families that celebrated dinner parties and friends and life. And that's why Khulud saved me in that emotional healing, also that trip in my history and rebuilding my own memory and identity.
Well, I just want to